Hello guys, in today's video I'm gonna go over how we can solve inequalities using addition and subtraction. So we're gonna use some uh, properties for addition in inequalities. So let's say you got x greater than y. I got x greater than y. So according to that property, adding the same number to each side of an inequality produces an equivalent inequality. So that means, let's say you got x greater than y and we added the same number on both sides or each side. So let's say I'm adding a to both sides. So that does not change our inequality. It produces the equivalent inequality as it was before, as we are adding on both sides. Okay, so that's the property we're going to use to solve inequalities using addition. All right, let's start with the first problem. So we got x minus 3 greater than -1. So we're going to add, so I just want x on one side. Whenever this is solve, that means we are trying to find the value of this x. Okay, so if I want only x on the left hand side, I need to get rid of this 3. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add 3 over here, but I need to add 3 on the other hand side too. Okay, so this is a negative 3, this is positive 3, cancel out, gives me 0. So this gives me x greater than -1 plus 3 is equal to 2. So x is greater than 2. Okay, so second one is x minus 3 less than -6, and again I want to get rid of this 3. So if I add 3 over here, I need to add 3 on this hand side too. Both cancel, gives me 0. So I left with x on left hand side. So x is less than -3. So that's the solution. And you can graph them on the number line too. Let's say you got a number line over here, 0, this is 1, this is 2, 3 and 4. So let me write 1, 2, 3 and 4, and x greater than 2. So this, as it is only greater than sign, I'm gonna put an open circle, and that's how you can draw it on number line. I made another video on how to graph inequalities. Please watch that video to learn how we can graph the inequalities on a number line, and also how we can write them in interval notation. Okay, let's get back to solving inequalities using addition and subtraction. So third one is x minus 7 less than or equal to 4. So again, I just want x, I want to get rid of this 7, so I'm going to add 7 on both sides. That'll cancel, gives me 0. So I'm left with x less than or equal to 7 plus 4 is 11. So that is my solution. And this one is x minus 10 greater than 15. So I want to get rid of this 10. So if I add 10 both sides, 10 will get cancelled, so I'll get x greater than 25. So that's my solution. So again, so adding the same number to each side of an inequality produces an equivalent inequality. Okay, so does not change it. Let's do how we can solve them by using subtraction. So these are the examples we're going to go over. So same rule as in addition, but this time we're going to use subtraction. So let's say you got inequality x greater than y again. So according to this rule, subtracting the same number from each side of an inequality produces an equivalent inequality. So you got a inequality if we subtract the same number on both sides. Let's say I'm subtracting a from both sides, then it will produces again a equivalent inequality. Okay, so we're going to use this property to solve these problems over here. So what I got x plus 7 greater than or equal to 10. So again, when they say solve for x. So I just need the value of x. I want to get rid of this 7. So this is plus 7. So if I subtract 7 on both sides, okay, so this 7 will cancel out 7, gives me 0 here. So I'm left with x greater than or equal to 10 minus 7 is 3. So that is my solution for this inequality. Let's move on to next one. X plus 11 less than 4. I'm gonna subtract 11 on both hand side. Cancel, gives me 0. So I'm left with x less than 4 minus 11 is going to be negative 7. I also made another video on how to add and subtract the real numbers or integers, so you should watch that to learn how we can add and subtract these real numbers if you don't know or you are not sure about it. Okay, let's move to the third example. 15 plus x greater than 20. So I just want x on left hand side. I want to get rid of this 15. I'm gonna subtract 15 on both hand sides. Okay, left hand side and right hand side. Cancel out, gives me 0. I left with x on left hand side and I left with 5 on the right hand side. So x greater than 5 is the solution and we solved it. And this one is x plus 6 less than or equal to 17. So subtract 6 on both hand sides. Cancel out, gives me 0. So left with x less than or equal to 11. Very easy, fun to work with, and I'm gonna make another video over how to solve inequalities using multiplication and division, and we're gonna work on also like two variable inequalities. Like these one are single variable inequalities. Okay, that video will be coming later on. So right now just work on these examples, you'll be good to go. Thank you for watching the video. Please share and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss any other video. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Have a good day.